Lady Gaga is a name known around the world for her bold performances, chart-topping hits, and unapologetic artistry. But behind her larger-than-life persona, Lady Gaga has been incredibly open about her struggles with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and chronic pain, issues that have deeply affected her personal life and career. Today, we're going to take a closer look at Lady Gaga's journey, how trauma has shaped her, and the strength she's shown in sharing her story with the world. Born Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta on March 28, 1986, Lady Gaga was raised in a supportive yet often challenging environment. Growing up in New York City, she faced a lot of pressure to succeed in a highly competitive music industry. But what many fans didn't know until recently was that Gaga's struggles with trauma started at a very young age. In 2016, during an emotional interview with The Today Show, Lady Gaga revealed that she had been sexually assaulted at the age of 19.
I suffer from PTSD. I've never told anyone that before, so here we are.
This traumatic experience had a profound effect on her, leading her to develop PTSD. A condition that can manifest as flashbacks, emotional numbness, and extreme anxiety.
They told me they were gonna burn all my music, and they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and then I just froze and I don't even remember.
At the time, Gaga didn't fully understand what was happening to her, but the trauma stayed with her throughout her life. PTSD can affect all areas of life, mental, emotional, and physical, and Lady Gaga's experience was no exception. In addition to the emotional toll, PTSD can also cause physical symptoms like chronic pain. For Gaga, this manifested as severe pain that affected her muscles, particularly in her lower back. Lady Gaga spoke candidly about how her PTSD and chronic pain have been intertwined, and how the emotional trauma triggered physical symptoms, something that is not uncommon among people with PTSD. For Gaga, the pain would often get so intense that she struggled to walk or stand for long periods of time, something that most people didn't see because of her ability to perform on stage and put on a show. But behind the scenes, it was a constant battle.
I have mental health issues. I take a lot of medication to stay on board, and I'm a survivor. And I'm living and I'm thriving and I'm strong, and I'm gonna take all my life experiences and I'm gonna share them with the world and make it a better place. Wow.
Over time, Lady Gaga's health issues became even more pronounced. She was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a chronic pain condition that causes widespread pain and tenderness in the muscles, ligaments, and tendons throughout the body. Fibromyalgia is often linked to trauma, especially emotional trauma, which was the case for Lady Gaga. In her 2017 documentary, Gaga 5'2", Gaga opened up about how her chronic pain affected her daily life. The documentary followed her during the making of her album Joanne and the lead up to her Super Bowl halftime show performance. Fans saw an incredibly vulnerable side of her as she battled through constant pain while also trying to maintain her demanding schedule. One particular scene showed her in tears, speaking about how difficult it was to keep going when she felt physically exhausted and emotionally drained. She was forced to cancel several performances during her Joanne World Tour due to the severity of her pain.
It's the whole right side of my body is in a, I don't know, a spasm. It feels like there's a rope pulling from my first toe all up my leg and then around my first rib, into my shoulder, and then my neck.
This was a turning point as it highlighted the invisible nature of chronic illness, something that many people with PTSD and fibromyalgia face. Lady Gaga's openness about her mental health struggles has made her one of the most powerful voices in the fight for mental health awareness. She has consistently advocated for those who suffer from emotional and psychological trauma, particularly sexual assault survivors and those living with PTSD. In her 2016 Oscars performance of Till It Happens to You, Gaga performed alongside survivors of sexual assault. This moving performance not only showcased her incredible vocal talent, but also highlighted the importance of survivor voices in the conversation about trauma. She has used her platform to speak out about mental health, encouraging others to seek help, seek treatment, and most importantly, to never feel ashamed of their struggles. Her advocacy goes beyond words. In 2018, Lady Gaga launched the Born This Way Foundation, which focuses on empowering youth and promoting mental health and well-being. Through her foundation, Gaga works to break down the stigma surrounding mental illness and offer resources for those in need. Despite the immense challenges she's faced, Lady Gaga has also found ways to heal. She has leaned on a combination of therapy, medication, and self-care practices to help her manage her PTSD and chronic pain. In recent interviews, Gaga has spoken about how therapy has played an instrumental role in her recovery and how she works with medical professionals to manage her fibromyalgia. For Gaga, the healing process is ongoing. She has made a conscious effort to prioritize self-care, whether it's through meditation, yoga, or simply taking time for herself when her body and mind need it. By openly discussing her experiences with PTSD and chronic pain, Lady Gaga has given countless individuals the courage to confront their own struggles. She proves that even in the face of adversity, there is strength in vulnerability. Her transparency has made it easier for people to open up about their own mental health struggles, fostering a greater sense of connection and understanding among those who may feel isolated. Lady Gaga's story is one of unimaginable strength. Despite the trauma, the pain, and the battles she continues to fight, she has turned her struggles into a source of inspiration for millions. Her openness about PTSD, chronic pain, and fibromyalgia has shattered the stigma surrounding mental health and has helped to normalize conversations about trauma and recovery. In a world where mental health issues are often overlooked, Lady Gaga is using her platform to make sure those who suffer know they are not alone.
I am immensely privileged to be in the company of so many powerful women who have changed so many people's lives. I am so humbled to be standing hand in hand with every one of you today.
Healing is possible, and Lady Gaga is living proof that it's okay to ask for help and prioritize your well-being. So that will be the end of today's episode. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this one. Thanks for watching.